Jamie Kennedy. Subscribe to my man, Destination Station right now if you want the best content.
Ghostface is wielding a boomstick? Hell yeah. What's up? Welcome to Destination Station. As always, I'm Destin. Thank you for clicking on this video. Subscribe to Destination Station if you haven't already. If you want Scream, Halloween, and everything in between. And follow me on all my socials. I got all the links down in the description down below. And I just want to take this time and talk to y'all because there's not a whole lot of Scream news. We do have some. We're all waiting on that trailer, and it looks like we're probably going to get it on the anniversary of the original Scream, which is going to be December 20th. So be looking out for that. We could get it any day. If it leaks before then, we'll probably get it. It probably will leak, and then we'll probably get it before December 20th. That's what I'm thinking. But we could get it any day, honestly. Nobody really truly knows because they're probably going to surprise us. But I want to talk about this image. Everybody keeps throwing this image out, and people keep asking me to make a video about it, and they want to know my thoughts. So here it is. Okay, we got Ghostface in a convenience store. Looks like it's like a corner store, convenience store or something. And he's got a shotgun here, and he's pointed down towards the ground like he's got a victim right there in front of him. And a lot of people are wondering like what exactly is going on here. Is Ghostface going to be having guns in this? Like, are they going the Call of Duty route? You know, if you don't remember correctly, like a couple years ago, there was the Warzone. Call of Duty Warzone, you had the Ghostface skin. That's the one I always rocked, and I always like ran around with the gun. So yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind whenever I saw this image. But let's dive a little bit deeper here, okay? Yeah, on the surface we see a shotgun, and it looks like it's almost like the old school mask if you really like zoom in on it. And if this is like the original mask from the original, that's really cool. And you can speculate all you want who's wearing that mask, who would want to wear the original mask. And I'm going to make other videos about that mask. But right now we're talking about this image. And if you also zoom in just a little bit closer, you see what it looks like buckshot, like a shotgun right there on his chest. Like maybe he was wearing a bulletproof vest. Ghostface is known to do that from time to time. And also, if you really think about it, the first thing that also came to my mind whenever I saw this is like, okay, this is taking place around the Halloween season, all right? A lot of people are going to be dressed up, and if they are making a new Stab movie or something in the works, or if it's at the theaters, if it's like, you know, the Halloween movie event, and everyone's in costumes and stuff, and if it's Stab related, there's going to be a lot of people running around in Ghostface costumes. So is this maybe just a regular robbery? This could just be like a regular robbery. Somebody dressed up like Ghostface and robs the place, and maybe we got a lot of like criminal activity going around this because of what's going on. Like everyone knows there's a Ghostface killer out there, and it's Halloween season. So everyone and a lot of people have this costume and this mask, and maybe they're all just like, maybe there's just like chaos ensues in the streets. That's what I'm saying. New York, right? New York, new rules. And yeah, on the surface, that's one thing. But I want to take it back just a little bit further. There's also an image of Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera, and it looks like, and I'll throw it up right here, it looks like they're in a convenience store, and it looks very similar to the one that we see here with Ghostface. Now, that got my brain thinking, okay? Especially with the shotgun, you know, spots on his chest, you know, it seems like, what is going on here, and why would Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega be in this scene? So let's theorize. First thought, maybe Melissa Barrera, we know that she's accompanying Jenna Ortega while she's, you know, going through college, and maybe they're walking to a nearby convenience store and they're just having a talk or something, and maybe they're just getting some snacks or whatever the may be, and before they exit the store, maybe someone walks in with a Ghostface costume, and it kind of startles them, and they really don't believe it. Like maybe they think it's a joke or a prank because it's Halloween season, and maybe the new Stab movie's coming out, and then it gets crazy, and then maybe the clerk behind the counter has a shotgun. It's always known, like either you got a baseball bat or a shotgun behind the counter at convenience stores, in case there is a robbery. And maybe the clerk actually pulls it out, puts it on Ghostface and says, "Get out of my store," or is trying to, take control of the situation, and maybe Ghostface gets the upper hand. And maybe Ghostface picks up the shotgun and is placing it on the clerk on the ground. That's a big possibility. That's what, and then in the meantime, maybe I can't talk. Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, is able to get away during this struggle. And then they realize, oh, like, this is serious. This is the real Ghostface. Somebody's really after us, And maybe this is the turning point of whenever the big chase happens, or where it gets really serious, Maybe there's a part of the film where they're like, oh, this can't be real. Maybe it's not. The new movie's coming out. People are just trying to do a prank. And then this is the scene that's like the turning point of like, no, it's serious. And so, yeah, that's one theory. But I also had a thought that, like, maybe with Melissa Barrera, Sam is accompanying her little sister, and, she has to work somewhere. So maybe, she worked at the bowling alley. We didn't really get to see the inside of the bowling alley in Scream 5, but maybe here in Scream 6, maybe this is where Sam is working. Maybe Sam's had to pick up a job to pay for rent or whatever, just to stay by her sister and be, her guardian angel, and maybe Jenna Ortega, maybe she just comes in the store every now and then and talks to her sister and just says, hey, blah, 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 just shooting the shit. And then Ghostface comes in, and maybe Melissa Barrera, as a badass, pulls out a shotgun, Could this be the scene where we say goodbye to Sam Carpenter, or even, Jenna Ortega's character? Like it's crazy to even, Tara is just, I don't want to say goodbye to Tara. I know that we have high hopes. She's on the rise right now with the Wednesday show and X and all these other movies that are coming out, and she's so talented, and she outshined most of the people in Scream 5. I mean, honestly, I don't want to say goodbye to either one of them, okay? I want them to carry on this legacy. If we don't get Sydney back, and if we do say goodbye to Gail in some way in this movie, a lot of people are speculating on that. I would like for them to be the new Sydney and Gail, and they have this sister dynamic. But this is a Scream movie. Anybody can bite the dust. We know that, and that these movies rip our heart out. At least with every single entry, it feels like our hearts have been ripped out one by one. The only one that didn't really rip my heart out was Scream 4. With Scream, Drew Barrymore, that ripped our heart out. Just shocking that she died. Along with some of the other characters, even like Tatum and stuff like that. We've grown to love these characters. They're so iconic. And then Scream 2, Randy, the infamous Randy scene really ripped our hearts out. And then in Scream 3, with Cotton at the beginning. And then in Scream 5, I hate to even mention it, but Dewdrop dropped, okay? Dewey got dealt with, okay? And now we're not getting Sydney back, and that's already a negative. So all we know is Ghostface is going to be vicious in this one. We got Hayden Panettiere back. I hope she comes on board, and I hope she's not just brought back to be killed early on in the movie. And I hope she lives on to carry on this franchise. Like maybe she's our new Sydney or something. If there is a lot of ties to Scream 4. And with this image right here, we don't know which way this is going to go, okay? But, it's fun to theorize about, and until we get that trailer, unless there's some stuff in the trailer with this scene, then we can put things more into context. But right now, we don't know. All we know is what's based off these images and what we hear in rumors. And I don't, believe half of what you see and nothing of what you hear. That's my motto. So until I see it, I'm barely even going to believe it. So guys, what do you guys think about this image? Do you think that this is someone in a Halloween costume and they're just robbing the store? Or do you think that this is a clerk that has shot Ghostface and then Ghostface gets the upper hand? Or do you think this might be Melissa Barrera laying on the ground, or Sam Carpenter or Tara Carpenter? Do you think that this is the end? This is where we say goodbye to one of the Carpenter sisters? I want to know. Let me know in the comment section below. All right, guys. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for clicking on this video. Subscribe to Destination Station if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace out.
Bagels and go to Destination Station. This buddy is the bomb.
Yep.
Love him.
Yep.
Fucking A.
Yep.
I had to say that for a reason.
Freddie, take that, motherfucker.
All right.
Okay.
Fuck you. Yeah.